House will come to order. I'm pleased to welcome you to the BE-Ed 3B History Debate 2019. The topic being debated is whether the first Mass in the Philippines happened in Butuan or Limasawa. Seated on my left is the pro-Butuan, and seated on my right is the pro-Limasawa. Okay, every speaker will be given 1 minute and 30 seconds. The rule will be strictly implemented, and so let's start. To begin with, here is the first speaker of the Pro Limasawa group.
The most complete and reliable account of Magellan expedition into Philippines is that Antonio Pigafetta, which is deemed as the only credible primary source of reports on the celebration of the first Christian Mass of the Philippine soil. Pigafetta's Masao, the site of the first Christian Mass held on Philippine soil, is an island lying off the southwestern tip of Leyte, while Masao is Butuan, is not an island but a barangay of Butuan City located in a delta of Agusan River along the coast of northern Mindanao. The position of Masao, as plotted by Pigafetta, match that of Limasawa.
And now let's hear from the Pro Masao Butuan group.
According to the log kept by Francisco Albo, he didn't mention the first Mass. Pigafetta, on the other hand, mentions that the first Mass was held in Mazawa on Easter Sunday, March 31, 1521. However, it was Albo who mentioned that it was Butuan, who is also considered as the primary source. Mazawa or Mazawa is located 9 1/3 latitude and located south of Sailani, Leyte, which is 10 latitude. Limasawa is an island 9.9 latitude near Leyte. Mazawa, which is 9.33 latitude, is probably located in the near Butuan City or nearby municipality within Agusan del Norte. Magellan's fleet took a route from Homonhon to Mazawa and from Mazawa to Cebu that did not at any time touch Butuan or any other part of Mindanao. The docking facilities at Limasawa did not pose any problem for Magellan's fleet, which anchored near or at some safe distance from the island of the eastern shore. The measurement of distances between Homonhon and Limasawa, between Limasawa and Cebu, as computed by our group, matches or approximates the delineations made by Pigafetta of the distances between Homonhon and Mazawa and between Mazawa and Cebu.
Hines de Mafra, 1493 to 1546, who was a Portuguese or Spanish explorer who sailed to the Philippines in the 16th century and a member of expedition of Fernão de Magalhães of 1519 to 1521 and Roy Lopez de Villalobos of 1542 to 1545, notated that the shape of the isle is almost circular. 3 to 4 leagues translate to an area from 2,214 up to 3,930 hectares. In contrast, Limasawa is only 698 hectares.
The most complete and reliable account of Magellan expedition into Philippine shores in 1521 is that Antonio Pigafetta, which is deemed as the only credible primary source of report and celebration of the first Christian Mass on Philippine soil. It was recorded that when he was nearing the shores of Mindanao, Magellan saw light of settlement, which he avoided and sailed farther north, actually south of Panaon Island, and anchored near island named Mazawa, now marked on maps as Mahaba Island, located at latitude 9 2/3 degrees.
Now that we have heard both parties, let's hear now their conclusion. We will be giving you an unlimited time to explain your side. And now let's hear it first from the Masao Butuan group.
As a conclusion, we formulated and gathered data that we can prove that the first mass dated and happened on Easter Sunday, March 21, 1521 at Masao. Butuan is clearly the site where the first mass was held. It is because historians, archaeologists, etc. were able to find credible artifacts or visible evidences in Butuan which the Limasawa Island did not contain and not in Limasawa, southern Leyte.
Now let's hear from the Limasawa group.
Once again, Figapeta wrote in his logbook that we had seen a fire on an island the night before. We anchored near it. Masao Butuan is 100 kilometers from the south of the island of Panaon, while Limasawa Island is only about 20 kilometers away. On it, Magellan's explorers landed on the western side and introduced not just the first mass on Easter, but more on the historical and spiritual elements about Christianity to the inhabitants of Limasawa, southern Leyte, Philippines.
That we have heard both side of the opponents, we are now giving you the decision on where exactly the Limasawa is, or the Masao that is being claimed by both parties. So that's it. Thank you and have a good day.